own Vici Reborn.
I mean, I think for that first game, it just comes to show that the Vici Reborn they are as good and you know, they can take games.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the poise they've had game number 1, understanding the functionality of their lineup and just execute.
Drow's still there.
Yeah, but you can't pick Drow and TB.
Why not? Let's do it. Mikasa Drow.
That's insane, because then you'd have to put like either one of those two heroes mid lane, and it just becomes like this
Drow
super
versus Timber mid. You could do that, couldn't you?
I mean, you could, but unfortunately you don't have the access to the Beastmaster, which I think is something else that you really want if you're going to be running that strategy. You don't want one aura, you want like multiple. So, you know, like Drow and the Vengeful Spirit, or a Drow Beastmaster, or, you know, any other pairing that you can think of, and that's what makes it kind of hit that critical mass at the 25 to 30 minute mark like we saw in the last game. I think they won it like 28 minutes?
29 minutes. 29 minutes it was.
Yeah, okay.
29 minutes. Yeah,
so here, it's a little bit different. Clearly, Vici Gaming Reborn still have the chance to do some early sieges. If you have a Terror in your team, you can expect the off-lane tower to die within the first minutes, sometimes even sooner. But EHOME, they have the mid-game burst, they have a decent amount of control already. I'm assuming this is just going to be an old chicken timber saw for 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Oh, Wyvern.
I like this, actually.
I guess it helps protect you from the beat down of a Terrorblade.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. So, you know, sometimes we see Beast, sometimes we see Brood, sometimes we see, you know, any hero that adds to the push. The nice about Wyvern is it's good push. Winter Curse is great against high physical DP compositions because you just kill a hero inside of the curse. And then the rest of the team is like, okay, fight this, or do we back? So I think on top of all those things, having the Cold Brace, making sure that when Reflection is out, you're not just going to get a free kill. It's a great defensive and offensive pick against what Vici Gaming Reap have fielded here. And for the second game in a row, we are going to see the Mikasa Storm Spirit. Now his laning phase is going to be more or less the same, except he doesn't have the access to the Precision Aura because, you know, Jor hasn't been picked. So it's going to be a little bit harder. But at the same time, EHOME, they actually don't have quite as potent roamers unless they decide to go pick Tusk again, which I don't know if they'll do, considering they already have a Kunkka.
Yeah, that's going to be unlikely. Yeah, because we're expecting to see who supports Wyvern and Kunkka. Looking for that off-lane at EHOME, you'd imagine. Well, actually, no, actually saying that, sorry, no, it will be an off-lane Timbersaw, won't it? Because you probably expect to see old chicken play the Mirana.
It could be safe lane Mirana still.
I guess it could be. I think they did do this because there was a game where they picked the Timber. Oh,
I like it a lot.
It's good with the.
But this is actually funny because EHOME did this earlier on. So they're taking this from EHOME.
Was it EHOME you not for?
Yeah, we cast the game, didn't we?
No, it was RTK's team that played it.
Are you sure? No, it was definitely EHOME. Maybe it was Lumiana who cast it.
Okay, you must, because I was going to say, I've casted the only game cast of Omni Knight was when RTK took it to offlane.
Because they had Lanham, they had Lanham jungle the Omni Knight.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
And then there was a mid-storm. So yeah, this is taking a bit out from that lineup. But yeah, it looks like it is going to be the safe lane Timbersaw from EHOME. So good call. It's going to be the mid Mirana.
Well, as I said, last time they played Ice, they... Oh, I guess with the Doom, though. Yeah. Like, he went to the off lane with it. And put 11 on a safe lane.
Okay.
So, I didn't tell the winner with it, but yeah. Ice does love playing the hero, and...
I think that in terms of kill potential, putting the Mirana mid is probably better.
Okay.
Because then you have, like, a hero after the extra combo.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Like, Ice won't go mid with it, for sure. It's just a question of which lane he goes to, on the side. I'm going to be a super surprised if he goes mid, but yeah, old chicken will play the mid Mirana.
The Doom pick from EHOME I think is pretty solid. You throw it out onto the storm. Regardless of whether or not you get repelled, you can't do anything. So you can't, like...
Yeah, I guess
can't have influence. Same thing with End's Terrorblade. So you're hoping to win engagement in the Doom time. And then, you know, it's like, what, 15 seconds, I think it is, at their level? Something like that. I'll check. Yeah.
Aegis Snatch. Nah, let's go by the odds. Player with highest total magic pure damage done 10 minutes in.
Magic or pure damage. I would probably say Storm.
No, Mirana with the Starfalls? I guess this is early.
Oh yeah, Old Chicken's mid, yeah. I think Old Chicken might be the choice.
Least deaths. No.
Terrorblade. Yeah, Terrorblade.
Highest magical at the end of the game. That's got to be Timbersaw. End of the game.
I'm okay with that.
Or maybe still the Mirana. I think you're right.
I think Ice Ice
might. We'll go with Ice Ice. He's a bit of a crazy man.
But that would also kind of insinuate that EHOME are going to win.
I guess it would, but which obviously can definitely be the case here. Oh, DTC. Flirting with the arrows of EHOME. EHOME. Hovering around with it. And not be able to find themselves the connection they need to kick something off, so...
30 seconds.
Return time for them. BGR as well. They'll look to secure themselves a rune of sorts. Yang at the moment on the top. And it looks like... oh, we'll see if Mikasa and DDC do go for this. So, no, she's just going to head top and take them from the top spot. They don't want to go for a fight against EHOME's lineup at the start, by the looks of it.
I actually kind of think that VCR have the better lineup here.
Battle begins.
Okay.
Even with like the Winter Wyvern and the TB, the Doom, they have a lot of like deep push and control on the side of EHOME. But I think that having an Omni Knight is just such a deterrent for what EHOME's game plan is, which is trying to cause some havoc in the laning phase. You can't let Mikasa get a good start on Storm. And last game, even though he didn't have an ideal game, he still managed to have a pretty big impact. And I think that it's an issue here for EHOME in the second game. You know, imagine he gets a decent Orchid timing, then all of a sudden you're going to have to worry about a repelled Storm like falling into the front line is causing a lot of problems. So hoping that EHOME can manage to do something in the early game for Kunkka, especially to try to pressure a bit here. But the way that VCR laned it, it's dual off lane.
Yep. They
have the Terrorblade, this is the Terror Saw, and then the Winter Wyvern, which I clearly have to for VCR's lineup in this lane. And then it's going to be the Slardar farming bot lane with the support of an FY jungle Omni Knight, which this is completely taken from EHOME.
Yeah, I was going to say, as you said, you're coming in this. You pointed that out.
I wonder if they'll lose to their own strategy. That would be interesting.
I mean, jungle, it's a good thing. Why does it work? Is it just because...
It's because more often than not nowadays, when you're drafting, you only pick one hero who has a tendency to rotate. And by having a hero who's jungling all the time, who's very dependent on levels, you're guaranteeing that you're getting some kind of value out of it instead of just having a support that might have to pull and soak EXP that way. Which, to be honest, pulling still gives the offlane a lot of experience if you're doing the pulls properly. And sometimes the offlane can even catch the lane when you're doing a pull, which is even worse. So a jungler is just somebody that usually can't be punished that hard if there's only one roamer.
And the mid lane at the moment, again, locking in the game one. He's having a great time mid. You know, he's above the CS. Oh, well, Chicken's Mirana. It's a good lane for him at the moment. But we messed it up turn his old Lanham. And coming around, he's only got the level torrent, so he's got to hope that it hits. If it does, he can find the arrow dead, but he do have a chance of finding it. We'll see him go for it. He's going to miss the torrent, so immediately unable to do anything else. He will have enough torrent as he has got an arcane ring. We'll see if he's able to use that to catch Mikasa out. Playing around with it. Ooh, just on the edge, not actually going to connect there. So Mikasa, he'll be fine. And
he's actually ulted. Like,
yeah, I said, yeah, the CS is... I mean, it's the same story as the last game. He just played the Storm absolutely beautifully.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, Mirana does have a pretty big base damage, so it's kind of understandable.
Oh, he's in trouble now. Torrent's connected. To verify, the arrow connects. Mikasa, can he play his way out of this one? No, he can't. So, I mean, that's the power of the Kunkka, really. Just sit down the lane, spam Torrent. Once you get a connection, you get yourself the kill.
Yeah, and that's why we kind of assume that the Mirana would mid. Just better kill potential. The Starstorm arrow follow-up onto the Torrent is just a little bit too strong here. FY, unfortunately, not in a position.
Oh, 11. He's potentially in trouble there. Yeah, and turning up. Starts to get a couple of clicks in. Yang. He's actually got no points in the sprint.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't have any. Oh, he just hits the 4, though.
Oh, he's got the sprint. But at this point, yeah, the sprint and a level 1, level 2 crush, but not going to be enough. Lanham could be in trouble, though. He's come down deep. Yeah. Let's see him play his way out of this one. And he actually be able to. Yep, they don't have a point of him. Okay, so the skill builds of VGR kind of playing against them there. They don't have the means to still take down for all 11 or all 11.
I mean, they just literally walked it off. They just ran away and it was fine. But that's kind of be expected, I think, that JR's lineup. They don't really start to come online until, you know, Storm hits 6. You want Mikasa to get that ball lightning. You want the use of the repel and the purification during fights to ensure that you can keep your initiator alive.
Oh, Mikasa getting ganked and he's in so much trouble.
He is
so much trouble.
See you later.
Yeah. It's to these ganks as well. It's just the old Lanham cooker. It's doing so much. Each and every time, next mark and a torrent, and you can kill the storm as much as you want before he hits level 6. When he hits level 6, he's got to try and play around the X marks, and that's not going to be easy in itself.
Well, they learned their lesson from the first game.
Yeah.
You can't just let the storm have a 1v1 match.
You really can't.
So I think that EHOME are adapting properly. They've even gone as far as to rotate the lanes, even though, granted, it's like the same hero atoms. They're just in different places now. Kind of still have to face GR though in that regard, as Ice 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 is down here with the 3 points to reactive armor. He just does not care about a thing.
And Smoke points to they can't even sit in terms of dreaming of killing Ice Ice Ice. In top lane, yeah. He's headed up there. He's headed reacting to the rotations. Old Dickin. Halfway through 5, a little bit ahead of the XP of this Mikasa Storm next to the pickles they've had. And yeah, Ice Ice Ice, you just afford to play aggressively here. Wow, top lane, alright.
Yeah, ain't going down.
Yeah, old Lanham, again with X marks. Controlling Slardar. And the Kunkka is, I mean, you can see why they picked it up first, even.
They love this hero,
Yeah.
and they are extremely good with it. In some regards, I almost think it's worth respecting. Maybe not in the first phase, but second phase for sure. And gets killed by Ice Ice Ice? What? How do you let this happen? Alright, EHOME merchants. They're going ham in the first 10 minutes of the game. Like, this is just stop aggression. And with a very big misplay there, of course, like, so we'd have access to the Sonder. Getting Ice 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 kill. Timbersaw is almost level 7 at 6 minutes in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got to repair himself. Ice 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 just...
He's gonna keep chasing.
Radiant's middle tower
He does not
is
care. He has a mango too. He's dead. He's dead.
Ice Ice Ice, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the only way he lives there is if he puts repel, uses the clarity to give himself a map for a TP, because then I had a clarity on him.
On top of that as well, yeah,
oh man.
He's in trouble as well. They are hitting back hard in game 2.
Jesus. It is like a catastrophe of a laning phase here for Vici.
Ice 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 trying to play with Terrorblade down the bottom. He's got Arcane's back off cooldown in a few seconds as well, so he'll start to get himself back into fighting shape. Mikasa coming in with a rotation. They'll put the vortex, so see if they have control. Ice Ice He's going to change himself up to the sideline. Moonlight's there as well. Do they have protection? The answer is no. And even if they did, I don't know if they would be able to control them. Ice Ice is just too damn scary at this stage again.
Reactive armor is way too strong at this stage. There's just not enough magical damage for him.
Oh, they glimpse him, but he's X-marked himself. Oh, the outplay from old Lanham and now EHOME. They're going to try and come in, see if they get anything, but they won't. But pretty good counter there to the glimpse. You've got an X-marked yourself.
Dude, that was so next ball actually. Landon some kind of counter player for sure. Might be dead though.
Nope. Just kind of cutting back up. Yeah, they don't have enough for golden bracing yet. Casa zips in. And with the purification, this is enough. BGR finding themselves first kill onto the board for themselves. 1-6 now. But overall, this opening part of the game is certainly going into the hands of EHOME.
To be fair, even though EHOME getting a lot of these kills, FY on the and still has Arcane, still level 5. 8 minutes is not too bad. I think they have a couple of ways to make their way back into the game. He's also being farm priority in the top. So he's going to get Static Storm going as soon as humanly possible, and then he's still Slardar. He's level 5. He hasn't really had the best game, but he's been rotating around, so Yang might be able to make some kind of recovery here as well, as long as they can take a couple of good engagements. But he might just keep dying here to Ice Ice Ice, who is there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
chicken. Dips in. Starfall. There's the heal.
Nice heal.
FY, yeah, with the backup just as it was needed.
He was definitely dead there if he didn't get it.
What's this mid? Oh wow. Playing around the cast and the cast. He can't go for this.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
No, Ice Ice will take the tower. More man is the pocket of Ice Ice. With the Soul Ring done as well, he's going to have enough mana to play around a little bit more. It's a scary opening for VGI. As you said, they are still finding relatively good progress on the heroes as a whole. But Terrorblade, see how he's doing on that with this switch over to the top. He's fallen behind, and you've got a Doom and Timbersaw at the top. I mean, this is scary stage of the game. Oh, they're trying to push him mid, leaping away, kicking himself, with an Ice Ice. I mean, he's It's kind of like Brood Roll, you know, he sits in his lane, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those heroes, Timbersaw, where you get to a certain point and you have the 4 points into reactive that you have to wait until core items are coming up before you can really look to kill him. You kind of just have to ignore his existence for a while, and that can be annoying for some lineups, but you can still for other kills.
That's towards Mikasa. He's the next target for EHOME. Mikasa already back up. Now he's coming close again. They've got the 8 mark to lead in into the torrent. He will zip at the same time. Smart recall was going to be there, so able to duke that out. Now come to the side. If he judge any response, looking for camera, but he can't embrace stealth. The Marxist ain't going to do nothing to him. Purification that will out there. Falling low. The one sells one. BG up. Do need to find themselves a little bit more really though. He's not coming through. Lemon's got him available. Mikasa down forward, turning around, thinking about two. He's not scared it off with the amplified. If he's going from the out with the grudge, they'll find themselves a second kill. More. Oh, Chicken leaps away. Oh, he doesn't quite get himself up clear. Looks like it won't matter though. Glims won't be able to reach him back. It was already still on cooldown. But VGR, they do find themselves a favourable fight. You know, they get themselves. It was a couple, and EHOME finding nothing in return.
Well, that's a little bit of hopeful engagement,
yes,
I suppose, for GR, because EHOME were kind of running at them during the landing phase and pretty much getting all the better engagements. And on top of that, like, it has Midas. He's almost 9 at 11%. Like, he is incredibly farmed old 11. I think the Doom is probably going to be the trump card for EHOME to make sure that they can stay ahead. Because as we already talked about, even if you have a repel on target, you just doom them. And it doesn't really... It counteracts the repel, and that Storm still won't be able to really do anything in the fight.
Oh, nice glimpse catch from VDC here onto Ulti. And FY moving. It's actually not going to be up to Purification bomb off, still on cooldown. And that's unfortunate for VGR.
Did he heal Creep Wave, FY? Because I think his Purification was on cooldown.
It was on cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he healed the creeps. A little bit of a misplay there. Could have been a kill.
Yeah, not killing old chicken there with the commitment of the static storms. The painful here for VGR. EHOME still in position. Oh, hello GDC. We're trying to walk in at the same time Mikasa and making to go for it on toward that. And immediately the turn around behind the tower. GDC will get taken down. Old 11. So that's the Doom and walk across. So trying to pull away. Will be able to get himself just back up to the high ground in time. But again, it's EHOME finding a kill. Still a bit of duration of Moonlight Shadow. Got to be careful. GR. They're anti, they're backing right up. Initially a walk in his bank. Alden jumps in. FY tries to deny. He's not going to get it. Top lane, Ice just continues to farm, and he will indeed have a very good time on the turn at this pace.
Vici are still managing to get back in here. It's not like a huge swing or anything like that, but as soon as the Storm finishes beside him, and then start going in with Repel, maybe they can play around the team a little bit, look for some good engagements. So we're going to see FY just doing the casual run at the Winter Wyvern play. But yeah, all things considered, he's still a little bit ahead here. Still waiting for VGR to kind of hit this game peak where they're going to have the Terrorblade having that level 4 Metamorphosis, Illusions, you know, stand behind them, have the Storm threatening the initiation, and then start to push some towers, because right now, they've lost all their tier 1s, and EHOME haven't lost a tower. And it's not even like a tower is low, it's like all their towers are almost at 100% life.
Yeah. Nice, a war indeed for the VGR. Yank being trouble there. No, he's got FY with him. It's going to be fine. EHOME, they bring the full team down there. Apart from first side's remaining top. In fact, he's going to go mid and clear out that push. Alright, I'm not going to find anyone. Honest as we talk about. Still have so much space, so much farm on this, so it's absolutely terrifying. Top of the board. VGR, they're smoking up. They are got freaking nice. Let's see how this one plays off. Alright, with the lead in, zip that, Mikasa, grab side, and then the amplifying you damage first. It's a lot, it's more enough. Yes, it is. They'll take down Timber. A big kill here for the side of VGR. As Timber was having a pretty free game at the moment.
They want to call. They have a smoked Doom, Winter Wyvern, and Mirana around here. Looks like they're going to think better, decide to initiate, but...
What does Doom get, Skate? Does he get the link called the Shadow Phase? What's better for him closing the gap?
It's kind of hard to say. I would think Blink is probably best. Because you kind of want to find the eye of the Storm in the engagement. If you can get the Doom off onto one, I think you can just kind of run after him point. I'll see. The other option is going for like this tanky front line, you know, like Crimson Guard in the past seen like BKBs and Shivas and whatnot, just to make sure you can just cause a lot of ruckus and have the enemy team focus you, which I think is also a valid idea. But personally, if it were me, I would probably go for like.
Okay. Top line all 11. Looking for the wrap round on. Hey, Yang could be in trouble. Yeah, they're just going to be successful. Yang did get off the sprint in time. Of course, at the same time, that's going to mean he's just going to take increased damage. Into the tree line he goes. The arrow. Oh, it's going to connect. And Yang, he's a goner.
It's really nicely placed there from Old Chicken. But yeah, we'll see. He is kind of pooling his money. He's sitting on top of some 600 gold, so I assume if he was going to buy one, he would have bought it already. Shadowblade is a pretty scary item to play when you have a Doom, because, you know, innately Storm and Terrorblade don't really want to be together that much unless they're pushing. So you want to play like this split pushing / farm game. And if there's a Shadowblade Doom on the opposition, you just feel very scared to go to lane in general. Because as soon as you see that item, you're like, oh, well, I could get self-killed. And I really want that. So I'm just not going to farm, and we're going to try to 5-man. Maybe the 5 doesn't work, then EHOME win a fight, and the game becomes even harder for VGR, but we will see soon.
There's no reason for him to go for BKB up first this game, presume.
I mean, BKB is definitely good,
yeah,
but maybe not as the first item.
Bottom lane, Mikasa. Went out. It's found Old Lanham. At the same time, I saw touches there as well. Mikasa, yeah. He's not going to go for any kind of back. Yeah. Needs to be careful. He can't do anything about the team run his up. Needs a +1 at least.
Oh, very snipe.
There we have it. Should have clicked yes. I should have clicked yes. Oh wait, no, there wasn't. It was Aegis match. We're fine. We're good.
Yeah, they even have that Mirana like 800 gold away from Aghanims, and it's only 16 minutes in. EHOME seem to be just ramping up a little bit faster.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, so already putting the pressure onto this tier 2 EHOME member as well. See how they slow this down. After the gold, he did actually spilled up. He's still just going to pick up the Blink Dagger. He's got a bit of gold sitting up on top of that as well. VGR already putting themselves in position for the defense here. Okay, is questioning how he wants to jump in on this one. Old Lanham moving as well. They're under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Arrow to fly. Flies past. Not going to connect to anyone. And the EHOME actually backing up a little. Still keeping eyes on the front.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Somebody attempt on a wraparound from VGR with the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Who can they catch? He's actually going to come into the middle of this all. But at the same time, VGR, they're not biting. They're not jumping on him. They'll actually jump. Okay, there we have it, but the old damage is going to Doom. Onto the Storm, going to limit the effectiveness of VGR this fight. GA comes out, but ISO dies. He's got the magical burst and EHOME. They're forcing VGR back. Just not the opening that they were looking for. Yang getting caught out by the chakram. The Timber Chain across the Mikasa, still falling low. The Thunder. Ice, burst out with the cold embrace. Coming out in time from Fenrir. They're going to keep Ice. Mikasa having to zip himself back to base. If you end up losing the one man, but still, nonetheless, EHOME chopping across for more. Who's Ice going to go for? Got DDC in his sights, chops him down with the Timber Chain. He's 2 for 1 in a moment still. They're trying to fight into this. They're looking for FY, tries behind the tree line. It's not going to work. The combo there, controlling Yan. Ice coming across, chops him down as well. They're bound for Mikasa, the last man standing, and he himself having to get back to base. EHOME get the tower, and they take the team fight as well, 4-1.
Very impressive team fight there from EHOME. Very clutch, cold and there from Fenrir, pretty much saving Ice. If he died there, that EHOME most likely lose that fight, just because the Timber lost all his... the Terrorblade went to full. So the fact that...
great, son.
Yeah, he got the kind of burst effect on, so it was very unfortunate for VGR that they weren't to really secure that fight, and they're kind of just lacking from damage problems. The fight started off by, you know, the Storm getting... We talked about during the draft how hard it is for Mikasa to play around that. Even the Purge creep eating up Doom right now, so he can just go for a Dispel.
Oh,
later, that's an insane amount of damage. So, Aghanim showcased here now. Chicken. EHOME seems to be firing up cylinders. Everything's going well. Keep applying pressure here. The only downside is they're even Booker at King Roshan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They're really doing it the right way. It's all about them for the best. But at the same time, it affects the Pike ramp as well. You mentioned it, it's just not good. Yes? And we'll see how they play out. Look at the graph. It's a fairly sizable lead indeed, and it's in, and it's coming to 12k lead. Just a quick pause on McKesson. See what's up. 2.3k. Still managing to keep up the farm. I rather to especially overall. It's just the core of E powering ahead out of VGR.
Yeah. So a pretty sizable lead right now.
Boston Steam Blood so much Tim. It's
I think Doom just it's hard for Vici to do what they want with their lineup. There's no pick on it, and it make sure core doesn't die during a fight. But it doesn't matter to repel because they can't use any abilities. So Mikasa is just getting totally trucked. And every single fight, all 11 has to do is blink in and then doom him. And then the fight is just, they're down a hero. Storm suffers from doom probably more than most other heroes in Dota.
yeah. I mean, we saw in the last day, Doom and Cast Storm. The Sun. Yeah, a lot of the side of VGR's firepower is diminished. VGR. We'll see what the play's going to be next. Of course, this is all spotted out by Warding. They know what's up, they know they're coming around, and in fact, they meant to try and take a fight. Mikasa, quick on the finger, out with the zip. Old Venom is going to head up to high ground to look for the Swan. Ah, they're thinking about it. They have the wall for the sidelines. Old lad. Maybe looking for a potential wrap around. That's not going to be the case. VGR keeping their distance to the west. Roshan, of course, still there, but as she said, need the team ready with the quickest potential. Oh, actually, well, to be for VGR can, but at the same time, they don't really want to look for a fight around the pit at this stage.
Yeah.
But if they are able to find a few kills, find a good team fight, they can get themselves in with the Metamorphosis and the Amplify and take it down relatively quickly.
Yeah, but EHOME are not looking to kind of draw this out. They really want to take the fights.
And he's going to go. Let's see what they can find. Ready for the wraparound from behind it. Okay, the scam. They got the sentry. It's a good scam, but the same on the Doom. Comes in onto the Mikasa. He gets healed up by the purification. Repel will buy him some time. At the sidelines, though, they've already lost the Slider. They're moving on to FY. Winter's Curse holding the man back, making sure there's no escape or save coming Omni Knight. He'll heal himself. Weiss is nice. He missed him, but Shane. He won't miss the Shack Ram, and of course, Old Land never misses the Torrent. EHOME again with a good wraparound Moonlight Shadow. Even though VGR, they managed to get a successful scan, immediately dropping the sentry, but they just couldn't react in time to the fighting power of EHOME. And now double blinks picked up, both Old Lanham and Old Chicken.
God, this is so hard for VGR. I think that picking the Omni Knight, EHOME have been the team who are running this from the get-go.
Yep.
It's like they understand the hero much more than VGR do. And the fact that when you pick Omni, you know the hero can't rotate, it's a greedy pick. You can almost always counter-pick Doom, because the Doom functions as the same as Omni Knight during the early game, except his ultimate is just a complete hard counter to everything that Omni does. So, I think that EHOME just had a slight outtrap on the last pick, and VGR probably thought that it was going to be fine, because they could just repel the hero and go in, but this is just an oversight, I think, from VGR, not banning up the Doom, and they are paying for it so heavily, because Mikasa has yet to been able to do a single thing during the game.
Oh, it's setting up in a Moonlight Shadow again, but this time EHOME they're a little bit spread out across the map.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if Chicken starts taking on his own. They're spot out yet. So he's trying to set it with some kind of arrow. Still what he finds, Yang blinking across. Old 11 is down in the neighbourhood, but Yang's already out of there. Okay, jumping in. Hits the arrow onto him. That's an older Chicken. The solo kills on a Storm. Beautiful arrow.
Old Chicken is having a pretty standout performance, I would say. Second highest net worth here at 23 minutes. Looking fairly solid. And everyone else on EHOME, there's just no pressure being applied, so look at how they're spread up the map. You know, 2 top, 2 mid, bot, being completely efficient around the map. Whereas VGR, they're grouped up, they're sitting by their tier 2, one person, and that's Yang, who's kind of walking around looking for a potential engagement. It's just EHOME getting farther and farther ahead here.
And Yang needs to be careful himself. If we'll let him get a whiff of him, he could be caught out by the X-Parts combination. Yang, yep, still hiding up it, just giving the vision, giving the info, but okay, FY. He's going to be fine. There's a glimpse back onto Ice and FY. for the repel out and the run away. He will escape. But nonetheless, EHOME I'm going to come in hard push. Shiva's guard.
Oh,
okay.
Jeez, that damage.
Old chicken just jumping in behind the boundaries.
At this point, it's kind of just like VGR relying on high ground. Look at the net worths, Owen. Like,
20k coming up overall.
This is roughly like a 750 gold per minute advantage. Like, they're unbelievably far ahead, and they haven't even gone for Roshan. That's the scary part. Like, Roshan is up. EHOME are just pressuring all the lanes, and there is, like, no repel from VGR whatsoever. The only person who has any sort of net worth is a Terrorblade. And Terrorblade is great here, don't get me wrong. But he can't... Oh boy.
This is...
It's Radiance TD.
Nah, it's a Rapier, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't think Rapier even does that much.
Dragon up, yeah, Metamorphosis, let's go.
Okay, truthfully, it could be a Rapier.
It could be a Rapier.
Yeah, it actually could be.
But I don't know,
it could be like that. You remember when
Radiance is good for pushing the lane.
We were casting Shanghai Winter Bracket Finals. I was like, there's no way this is a Rapier, right? Ever since that point. Yeah, it was Slark. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So ever since that moment, never doubt the Rapier anymore, because I was like...
It's not boo.
Okay, it's Radiance.
Boo.
But I was so sure in that moment that it wasn't a Rapier. And after the fact, I even found out that the rest of Secret didn't even think it was a Rapier. They were just like, wait, why did you buy a Rapier? But of course, it ended up working out. I don't know if the Radiance is really to play. Maybe he just wants to play more of like a split push game because he realized that fighting is probably not going to work. And just delaying the game might be the better option.
I guess. And then the next fight's going to be, you know, ice with a PK. Yeah, there's no way you can kill this Temple Assault. There's literally no excuse for ice to die at this stage.
Yeah, I think EHOME probably just continue what they have been doing. Oh, 11.
I tried to jump in for the Blink Doom onto Storm, but quick reaction is that old chicken's around. Let's see if we can hit an arrow. It's going to be hard. BGR is making a beeline straight back for the base.
Yeah, but this just goes to show how much of an advantage EHOME actually has when you can just bully somebody back like that. I mean, clearly right now VGR don't have any vision. So if they're looking at that, then they say, okay, well, we don't know who's here. We can just assume EHOME has some backup.
Oh, old chicken's turning ding. Oh, chicken hit what? Alright. He got to clean up now. He gets back. He's not going to be able to. Yeah, old chicken with a very low play there, jumping into 4.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe he thought the King was a bit close.
I guess he maybe thought Ice was there to back him up around the corner, but it wasn't the case.
If EHOME had a team that could kill Roshan, I would say that they almost, high grip at this point. Just given how much of a lead they have in regards to net worth. But their team is, I suppose with the Shivas at Doom, they probably could kill it. They have it as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, realistically, what are VGR going to do? They can go for an Aegis kill. Maybe, Yang or Mikasa go inside of the pit and try to take it. But, in respect to straight up fighting, VGR cannot win a team fight. There is no way.
No.
So I guess the play is they sit inside the base and they hope that EHOME overextend, kind of similar to what Old Chicken was doing when he went towards the lane. Yeah, I think they just gen. This is a pretty easy rush for them. Not like the fast, but like we said, VGR just can't fight
them. And both those now be finished with Storm. So you got the Diffusal Blade being closed in on by Old Chicken. He raises item after item pick up the side of EHOME, and the others just not coming out for VGR. The only one that's kind of up there is this Terrorblade with the Radiance. Actually picking himself up a gem as well, realising the importance of how to deal with Moonlight Shadow that EHOME have.
It's just nice for dewarding, because you can pop the mirror image, and you can send the illusion out and just do all the dewarding for you without any risk.
It's true. So just a lot of weight is on this Terrorblade to win this game. A lot of pressure this time around, Brian.
Oh boy.
DC will get this back onto 1, but it's up in it. About it. Choo-choo.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire structures.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit rough for VGR.
FY got his Midas.
I mean, look, 28-minute Midas. Okay, so when you see a Midas perch like this, it's just because there's no other item that's gonna help you. Like, what do you buy, a mech? A force staff? Like, those items, maybe a famous Steven could help, and Casa is just gonna get here. There's no way he can get away.
No.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh,
Oh, Yang did get the... Oh!
that's a 50s courier.
What is that one, Andy? I don't think my courier hockey wings have not mapped them.
I don't even think I have found.
Press the courier thing. It does not.
It doesn't work for me.
God damn it. He's such a scrub.
I mean, whatever it was really expensive. It had to have been a Marana item.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's that big of an area. I mean, he has...
I think it was a hex.
We just went... Yeah, it was the
an
sheep
item.
stick.
Yeah, it cost
56.50. That's
Yeah.
cheap stick, isn't it? Yeah, cheap.
Dire's
Oh,
bottom
okay, well,
tower
courier
is under
range.
attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Throw it down.
Damn it, oh.
They got it. The courier snipes have been real this game.
No.
But yeah, EHOME, they don't really care, do they? It's just like, whatever. You can't have a right for 2 minutes, well, we'll just wait for 2 minutes. There's no pressure from them.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all. That's why it just does the casual repel people out, no big deal.
Goodbye.
I'm feeling like, you know, I'm looking toward the next game. Because I'm going to be real with you, Owen. BGR do not have a good shot at winning this game. Like, it's real tough. EHOME basically have to, like, they got to well dive almost to throw this advantage. I think that the last picks in these games have been very indicative of how it actually goes. Like the Doom versus the Omni Knight, it was so heavily geared towards EHOME. Like, they understood so well the early game from BGR was going to be like, and just knew it. If we have Doom, he gets more out of the early game than an Omni. He counters Omni. The Storm can't do anything either. It's like one hero counters two on HGR. That's just such a huge blow in regards to team composition that they were never really able to recover. And if HGR are playing from a huge advantage, their lineup just ceases to function. So I hope in the third game that, you know, VGR can kind of get a better draft. I think EHOME had a very, very good game plan. And in the first game as well. I think that was more about execution than anything else.
Sorceries avail.
I thought it was just a TP. I didn't manage to get the second tower of VGR, tier 1 kind of top lane. But still, I mean, this is, you never summer, you've got Terror, and you've only 2 tier 1s in 31 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, the Terrorblade is still very farmed. Like, he's got 17,500 net worth, and the Timbersaw is the only one on either team who's higher than him.
I mean, look, ISO size, he's like a mid-5 of them here. I'm going to do it to deal with him. And to the back, coming in with the control, ISO size, he's got a BKB ready, and he'll pop it straight away. Back he turns. BGR back, and that's a metamorphosis out as well from End. Going around from the behind, all Evan. Let's see who gets jumped. Looking for an opening, jumps in Doom, immediately onto End. Those Sunder for you, Purification comes out from FY. They're trying to keep the man alive, but End almost still going to go down. In from the sideline, can toss down the keeper. Manuel's going to be able to almost toggle him off. Still the dives into the base potentially now. EHOME will turn. They'll go for the easier kill, and they'll just look to finish off now. Playing around this man. Winter's Curse, just to taunt. Oh, okay. He may just... Okay, a bit of outplay here from Yang.
How did Ice 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 get repelled? How did that happen?
Just shoot through your spell.
Just have two spells on the Okay, well, taking Michael down, he gets...
Oh, the never kill the drop.
No, he took the jump to drop this, because he had Aegis.
Radiant's top tower.
This is over, I think.
Yeah, I think it's...
I mean, it's
pretty over.
This was a...
It looks like we'll be going from a best of
Painful
5
game.
to a best of 3
Painful game.
series.
Oh, FY. He was so beautiful. He's an angel. And he'll live on in heaven.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Right, from FY. FY, back. His second coming. FY. Did he do it? Purification. FY. No, FY!
They're doing pretty hard here.
They didn't get the tier 3.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're diving really hard. I'm not really sure why. They could even lose size.
Oh, so if he goes down it, they may have got a bit too cheeky for their own good. Just kidding. He goes back in. And there's the beat down. Young down. Caster goes in for a tickle.
There's a buyback, but this other buyback as well.
Good find McCaster. 100%. And McCaster ends up killing himself. The coach is disappointed in the team. And oh, no, he's got it done. Oh, gee, God's got it go down. Corner breaks it down. Left front. And that's the sun. I'll take it. She comes out. And balls the business of the world, but the alright, they have lost the Doom for that. Old Lanham. He's got the armor. Oh, glimpse back. Oh, hello, DDD. I'll just turn around and get rid of that.
Oh dear.
Oh, goodbye.
Tower is under attack.
Death after death after death after death. Press out of PG. Oh, hello, the fly. The god has returned, and he will watch people die on EHOME. People actually died on this, and they still don't find the T3. So it's a lot of playing around from EHOME. But they're going to be fairly rich after that little bit of an escapade. Look at this, straight diagonal line down.
Let's just say they had a lead.
More money in the bank here. More money in the bank. What are we buying? Anyway, so
Everything.
28 bloodstone charges.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and you just hit yourself. Yeah.
You make a fine
Wait,
crater.
how do I...
Oh.
Yeah, this game is more or less over at this point. They're probably just talking about the next game. You know, what kind of strategy they want to run. We've seen some similar stuff from EHOME in both Game 1 and Game 2, but I'd say in the second game they just had the best possible reaction to the Omni-Knight pick in the Doom. That just crushed VGR. I think that pick alone finally won the game. So to me this is a bit of an outdraft, but forward I don't think that VGR are going to let them fall into this trap yet.
Nope.
And clearly that is strong performance in the first match, so I'm guessing this is going to go the distance of 5 games. I wouldn't be surprised.
You reckon? Yeah, VGR
Yeah.
can pull back and everyone up winning the series.
I would not even be the least bit surprised.
Oh,
5 games.
okay.
But right now it's in excess of 25,000 gold, 25,000 experience in favor of EHOME. You know, they've all but just killed the throne, and they were diving the tier 4 as a well instead of just, kill the base. There's even a defusal now around on us, so much for the repel, the GA. Not really going to do much of anything now.
No.
But this is something that Vici can look at and be like, okay, we learned when we pick Omni, and when we can't pick Omni. And this is a perfect example of the situation.
Is under attack.
I think the only time you can get away with it is if you 4th or 5th pick it, and you have both of the supports in the off lane already taken up by the enemy team. Because then, Doom can do pretty much anything. He can support, he can off lane, mid, it doesn't matter where he goes. So if you have supports, off lane, that Doom becomes like he wants to be in a position where he's not a core role. He doesn't really want to be mid, he doesn't want to take lane, he needs to fill that gap between his roles where you can still get some semblance of farm, play as the 3, but not necessarily have to go to the off lane. And I think that was the oversight here from VGR in this game.
No, he's hanging behind us at the moment, just seeing if anyone wants to trench upon him. It's not going to be the case. That's probably Shiva's reflection will come from ends 2D. Oh, yeah, I'm now getting a bit more damage done on the tower, but that's obviously they just don't have the best tower taking lineup. And at this point, when they are in the position that they are,
But they're so far ahead. It doesn't even matter that their team can't hit towards that well. Their Timber Saw has 355 CS and 24,000 net worth 38. He's invulnerable.
Casa playing around. Metamorphosis Solutions just flying in. Trying to keep them off the racks. Old Chicken jumps forward. Got X marks. He'll be brought. Oh, but the Yule! That's actually to catch him out of place now. The first break through. Slardars down. GA from F1 looking to take down the Metamorphosized. DG in the will with the Doom. And there we have. They've had enough BG Reborn. GG is called. And EHOME with a pretty hefty down there on the side. There was There was little hope VGR in that game.
Yeah, I do genuinely feel like it was an outdraft.
Yep.
Just going into the game, I liked the Doom pick. Thought there was a chance that VGR, if they did well in their lanes, they could snowball it. But as soon as there started to be like fights for EHOME, were just like, taking 2 or 3 and only losing 1, and